The Lord knows how to rescue the godly from trials and to keep the unrighteous under punishment until the day of judgment, and especially those who indulge in worldly passions and despise authority. This verse from Peter suggests a potential consequence of rejecting God being under punishment. This punishment may not be physical torture, but a state of reaping the consequences of one's choices. A life lived apart from God's ultimately leads to a sense of emptiness and purposelessness, and hell is the source of it all. The Bible's portrayal of hell shouldn't be solely about fear, though. That call to live a life aligned with His will should be driven by a desire to experience the joy and purpose that comes from following Him, not out of fear of punishment. Let death seize them. Let them go down alive into hell, for wickedness is in their dwellings and among them. If someone is so consumed by negativity, their life becomes a living hell, sometimes even without them realizing. The same goes in hell itself. This verse describes the destructive nature of sin. It suggests that choosing a path of wickedness ultimately leads to a place of inner torment and separation from God's love. Just like a toxic relationship, bad habits or choices can bring you down. A life lived apart from God can lead to a deep sense of emptiness and despair. The thing is, you only have a limited time to pick a side. After it runs out, your eternal destiny is sealed. He cried out, "Father Abraham, have mercy on me, and send Lazarus to dip the end of his finger in water and cool my tongue, for I am in anguish in this flame." Try to imagine being parched and in scorching heat, begging for even a drop of water to bring relief, but finding none, realizing that death is a solace you cannot count on either. This verse describes the torment of hell through a relatable image. It's not just about physical fire, but a state of intense suffering and deprivation. Think about a time you felt desperately thirsty and uncomfortable. Now, imagine that feeling magnified eternally, with no chance of ever feeling better. This verse highlights the torment of hell as a place of complete lack of comfort, relief, or hope. But Abraham said, "Son, remember that you in your lifetime received your good things, and Lazarus, in like manner, evil things. But now he is comforted here, and you are in anguish. And besides all this, between us and you, a great chasm has been fixed, so that those who want to go from here to you cannot, nor can those from there come to us." This verse highlights the isolation and separation from God's love, which is a central aspect of hell. Just like being cut off from someone close to you can cause immense loneliness, hell represents the ultimate isolation from the source of true love and joy. Even if you experience regret or remorse, there's no way to bridge the gap and experience God's forgiveness. The fear of the Lord is a fountain of life, that one may avoid the snares of death. Having a healthy respect for danger keeps you from harm. This verse emphasizes the importance of fearing God's disapproval, not in a fearful way, but as a way to avoid the pitfalls of sin that can lead to spiritual death and separation from Him. Living a life aligned with God's teachings is the best way to avoid any personal hell in this realm or the spiritual one.